Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shadow, the Universal here, and welcome to Live and Wired episode 142. And a Happy New Year. Once again, this is kind of an unplanned, unpenned live. No, I did have some news I was trying to write down, but everything got kind of samey after a while. So it's like, everyone kind of knows what's going on in the internet worlds today. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about with just generally how things are going with the channel, which is, ups and downs, and my mental health, which is mostly up. Mostly up. The man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Hayden. I know you're not talking about Kane Hodder, because I never say myth with Kane Hodder. I'm like, the man exists. He's right there. But that's just me. That's just me. Hello, Investing with Cole. Hello, Not JRPG, Senior Sticks, Veronica A. Oh, okay. Arkin, hello. Yes, we're still going to Twitch with this. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Twitch streaming for those who have been paying attention. I've been like every night. I should take some nights off just because that's a good idea. Probably said this before, but 2018's Death Wish is 1,000 times better than 2019's Black Christmas. I need to watch. Like, generally, I just need to watch movies. I need to watch more movies. It's kind of my thing. Killjoy review and Evil Bongs. Not really. I'm happy to be doing stuff again. We finally, after fighting through the copyright crap, got the Dinosaur Hotel review finally got posted a couple of days ago. It's been waiting on the copyright thing for over a week. But the Dinosaur Hotel 2 review, I actually filmed, edited, and uploaded in that time, and it actually passed copyright first. It was like right on the day that it's like either the first movie is going to get cleared by tomorrow, or they're going to hold it for an unknown amount of time. So I was waiting to see what happened there before posting any reviews. So fortunately, Dinosaur Hotel 1 went up, which means this Sunday, tomorrow, Christmas Eve, we should be getting the Dinosaur Hotel 2 review. And I hope by Wednesday we'll be getting the next review of Dino-Sember, meaning that we actually have 3 Dino-Sembers. I said in the Dinosaur Hotel review, I'd like to just at least acknowledge Dino-Sember, because it's no secret that I've been having a heck of a time getting reviews out on a weekly basis. So I didn't know if that was going to be the only thing I got out in December. So I was like, okay, let's just have a thing dinosaur related. It kind of fits with Dino-Sember. There we go. Then I found out there was a sequel, and I'm like, oh God, and I have to do that. And now I'm doing another sequel, but not of Dinosaur Hotel, thank God. Of an Asylum dinosaur film that I've already reviewed. A sequel to one of those. They made it. There's a canonical sequel to one of them. There's still no sequel to Battle Star Wars, the Asylum movie that I actually kind of liked. Or I Am Omega, which is also an Asylum movie that I kind of liked. So, yeah. Oh, Michael, I've been live on Twitch and the YouTube gaming channel for like a month. Well, okay, Twitch on Twitch for like over a month every night, and the YouTube gaming channel for about a week. Co-streaming that. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Well, I haven't seen more than like the first couple of movies on both, so that's more of the Lord of the Rings than the Harry Potter things, though. So I feel like aesthetically and just generally world building, I'm leaning more Lord of the Rings, because I don't really identify too well with, as a kid with your friends and you go on those adventures. It's like, no. I mean, I kind of identify a little bit with Harry in the whole like stuffed under the stairs part, but I'm flipping through the book reading, and it's like, oh, he got some fucking bacon? Spoiled ass piece of shit. Oh, he has to hurry and finish his bacon before they get mad and they throw him back onto the stairs. Oh, you get bacon, do you? You get fucking bacon before you go onto the stairs, Harry? You just absolutely spoiled fucking rotten. That's what you is. Anyway. Well, And confirm you will be the new apprentice in Saw 11. I would like to, but unfortunately, I have not received a call. I've not received a call back. I've been sending them letters. I've been showing up outside their house at night. They've called the police on me, but they haven't called me directly. So I feel like there's a little cross wires going on there. I don't know. But does that? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Why did that go? It went all the way back down again. My microphone volume went all the way back down again. Does Decker like Christmas cookies, and if so, which ones? Oh, it reminds me of a thing. I had a sad moment, because of course, money has been tight, as it has been, because I haven't put out freaking videos, and when you don't have videos, there you don't have ads, and if you don't have ads, you don't have money. So, yeah, I went to the store, Christmas stuff out, and I still want to do something. So usually I'd get like the big old tin of those butter cookies, those ones that your grandma's filled with sewing equipment. I get the tins of butter cookies because that's my thing. Like, I remember the sewing equipment, and I'm like, no, I want cookies. I want the cookies on the thing. And I've got years ago, I got those, and I love those butter cookies. I'm like, great butter cookies. Now, of them, the little swirl one, it's just the perfect little balance of like its texture and flavor, and it melts in your mouth. It's like, however, money's tight. So I went to the store. They had the Christmas stuff out, and I'm like, I want the butter cookies, but I can't afford the big tin. I'm not spending $30 on butter cookies, even though I will finish them by myself. Still, just a bit out of my range for what's acceptable for a splurge for Christmas. So I found a little tiny tin, for like $1.50, and I'm like, that seems strangely low, even for how small it is. But I was like, okay, I got my little tin of butter cookies, and beep, bring that home, pop it open, looked with utter disappointment. They just right away, they didn't look quite right. The swirl was filled in the middle. The pretzel one was kind of ish. The circle one didn't have a different texture stuff. It didn't like that. The actual butter cookies have a little variety to them in texture and feel. There's a little coconut into one. These looked just weirdly different from the usual butter cookies. And trying them out, I found out different shapes didn't matter. They were all exactly the same, kind of just mediocre texture. Like, it tasted fine, but it just was not right. God damn. Okay, Michael. Okay, I'll be getting some good butter cookies now. I'm gonna get my butter cookies. Thank you. Awesome. Butter cookies! Oh, geez. Okay, thank you. Oh, whew. Hello, Scott of the Antarctic. But yeah, the little tiny tin was like just depressing. Omelette du fromage. What is the best scary movie to watch? Now this year I really like it. It is. You see, answering that is a bit of a problem because there's the choice paralysis you get. But when I say favorite, best, I just freeze up and my brain starts flipping through the Rolodex of every single movie I've ever seen. I'm like, please rate them all right now. And I realize that's not how most people think about this question. Partial scary movie. Oh, is that the kind of scary movie we're talking about? Like, I don't know. That we'll add that to the Rolodex and start flipping through all those as well. Yes, the butter cookies. I got the emotes. My custom Twitch emotes show up on StreamYard. That's nice. I've been adding a lot more emotes. There's so many more emote slots, and I don't have enough face to make all the emotes. I got to figure out some other stuff. Summer of Chucky 2024. That is one that I want to do. I do want to do a Summer of Child's Play. I was thinking of 2024 as being that year. The gifts though, the gift, yeah, the third one there is a gif where I'm supposed to be like clapping. Yeah. That does not animate on StreamYard. Interesting. Still animates over here on my OBS. Yeah. But yeah. There's been some a little bit of news is there's Variety has put out a list of like best movies of stuff and what have you, and I can't remember exactly what it is. I just know I've been on Twitter, as I do. Terrible idea. Do not recommend it, but it's where I spend my time. And evidently, Variety listed Skinnamarink as like the best scary movie of 2023. And a lot of people out there, a lot of people are having some words about that. You see, Skinnamarink, if you've seen my review, you know, I enjoyed it, but I still gave it a 3. I enjoyed it a lot, but I gave it a 3 because I recognize you absolutely cannot watch that like a normal movie and expect to actually enjoy it. It doesn't so much draw you in as you have to dive into it your damn self. And a lot of people just don't want that in a movie. They want a story to be told. And Skinnamarink is more of an experience, which is unique, and I did enjoy it being a film critic for the last 12 years. Having a new experience means a lot to me. But rightly so, a lot of people have pointed out, hey guys, I could remake this movie right here. I'll just take a few pictures of my walls and a toy, and I'll just show them to you for 90 fucking minutes. There you go. And it's like, I understand that. But there are also some people out there who have almost, like, as much as you can disagree with Skinnamarink being the best, like, I love Skinnamarink and I love Terrifier too. Like, this is, yeah, Dad, I like this shit. But there are some. Oh, thank you. The super sticker does not show up in StreamYard. That is sad. But I like the way the glasses look with me. That's why I like the rimless. I feel like it brings out my face a lot more than back when I had the glasses that had the harsh rims. But like, there was one post that was making its rounds, like the guy talking shit about the true meaning behind Jurassic Park way back last Live and Wired. There was another guy, this time on Twitter, where I was looking at it and I was like, I was working hard not to try and like be like tear this guy a new asshole. Not in the same degree. Like the guy talking shit about Jurassic Park before definitely was worse. This guy was just, talking shit about Skinnamarink, and you're allowed to talk shit about Skinnamarink. They just don't like the movie. Fair. You don't have to. You can think it's crap. But what they said is that they are, what the fuck? My microphone it keeps resetting to the lowest setting. Now, fortunately, StreamYard kind of auto balances. That's one of its features. So when I go like this, like you might have for a little bit, I sound a little loud, but then it goes back to the normal setting. But yeah, it's supposed to stay there. But the guy on Twitter pissed me off. That's the story again. The guy was saying that with Skinnamarink is that they are truly convinced. It just does that now. They are truly convinced that no one out there who says they like Skinnamarink really likes Skinnamarink. And that folks like me who say that we like Skinnamarink, well, we are just trying to sound cool for the rest of the pretentious film crowd who's above such gruesome horror as things as Terrifier 2, which I often see people trying to say that that's terrible because it doesn't have a story, and it's like, yes, it does. It's like it's this very dismissive thing, and it annoys me. It annoys me. This thing like the Skinnamarink. It cannot be. It cannot actually be that there exists something in horror that I just don't like. I like horror. So this can't be, this can't really qualify. And so all those that say they like it and say they do must be for reasons of pretentiousness. Yes, yes. There we go. See, that's fair. Not every movie's for everybody. Couldn't get into Terrifier, not into over-the-top gore. It absolutely is all about that. No offense to those who enjoy it, which I do. But, yeah, not everyone has to like every kind of thing. There's still someone who checks practically every movie review I put out, and because they still haven't. They are very focused on the fact that I gave the original Halloween a 2 out of 5. That I didn't like it. and they have not forgiven me that affront in all of these years. I still see them pop up here and there, and they're like, okay, so you gave this one a 3, so it's a little bit better than Halloween then. Oh, you gave this one a 1, so it's only a little worse than Halloween then. This is a 2, you say, so about as good as Halloween. That's what you think, Decker? That's what you think, you son of a bitch. And I'm just there like, yeah. I didn't care for Halloween. Jason. Love Jason. Pamela Voorhees I found not as mind-blowing as I guess at the time, perhaps just, hey, by the way, the killer's a chick was pushing boundaries. Right now, modern day, it didn't do nothing for me. But I mean, just thinking back then, you really didn't get that. And even in things like Sleepaway Camp, it's like the twist is Angela's the killer. And also, Angela's a dude. It's like, okay, except in the sequels, they suddenly weren't. But who cares about continuity anyway? Natty Knox, have you seen it before? If not, you can do one if you chance and rate it. Wants to know what do you think. Natty Knox. Not ringing a bell. That would be interesting, but I also worry about modern YouTube and that. Whoa, hello. 20 pounds from Biscuit Dude. Watcher since 2016. Ashamed to admit I can't remember which review it was. Might have been Under Siege or D&D. Consider this a small thanks for your entertaining reviews and format. Also check out 8 for Silver. 8 for Silver. I can hear my cat knocking stuff over right now. I'm going to check. 8 for Silver. Okay, that's coming up as The Cursed. Premiered at the 2021 Sundance Film Festival under the title 8 for Silver. So it's not particularly old, but for some reason has been given a different name. Okay. In rural 19th century France, a mysterious, possibly supernatural menace threatens a small village. John McBride, a pathologist, comes to town to investigate the danger and exorcise some of his own demons in the process. Okay. 19th century. Got John McBride. Sounds badass. Sounds badass indeed. John McBride. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah. Now there was other stuff, other news-ish things. Yeah. In case you missed it, there's been some less than stellar news coming out of Sony and happening to Sony. Just generally, like, see, I don't want to sound like an Xbox fanboy. I'm not really an Xbox fanboy, no. Not me. I just like to play with my Duke. It is the greatest controller ever made. That's not true. The Steam Deck is. But yeah, shit's been bad. Shit's been bad lately. There was the news that Last of Us Factions 2 has been officially canceled. But beyond that, there's the huge, insane Insomniac leak. And I'm thinking, like, man, maybe they should have paid the guys the ransom. Because holy hell. No, not Expo. I'm not an Xbone boy. I'm an Xbot. Xbot. I'm more. I was more of a. I was a Sega fanboy back in the day. But that died out when I got my PlayStation because I was tired of no fucking games coming out on my Saturn. But yeah, a fanboy in my eyes is defined not by what they like, but by what they hate. Especially if their hate has no fucking reason to be there. Like you just blindly like, that is shit. Did you play it? Of course not. It's shit. It's like, so yeah. But yeah, I was a Sega fanboy back in the day. I was there like, nah, Nintendo is for little girls. Cringe. But oh well. We all have things we're embarrassed of in our childhoods. Correct? iPhone or Android? Android all the way. iPhone is for the pretentious. Anyway. Well, Charlie uses Apple products, so you know. My wife and I, along with our 7 cats, wish your family a Merry Christmas from Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport, I think I've been there, at least passing through. Any chance to review the remaining John Carpenter films? Prince of Darkness. I'd really like to go over Prince of Darkness. That's one that was on the TV when I was trying to sleep in bed with someone who's there like, need to have the TV on to sleep. And I'm like, I need total darkness to sleep. I can't have something distracting me while I'm trying to sleep. It's like, TV on. And so I was like, okay. And Prince of Darkness was on. And that, yeah, maybe it was the sleep deprivation, but it kind of freaked me out, okay? It's like, huh? What the ass? More funds for the butter cookie donations. Yeah, I'm going to get the big case of butter cookies. Oh, yeah. Used to be a Sony fan, had a PS3, ended up getting a 360 and didn't look back. See, for me, it's like I started with the Sega Genesis. Like, I started by being like, Mom, could you get me a Nintendo? And she brought home a Sega Genesis, and then I just was like, Sega is the best thing ever, Nintendo is for little bitches. And then the Sega CD, and it's like, it's still good. And 32X, it's still good. You got the Saturn. Yeah, here we go, back at it. And then fucking nothing's coming out for it. It's like, get a PlayStation. Fuck, get a goddamn PlayStation. And I'm playing games and I'm enjoying myself. And then I got an N64. Like, there's no reason not to get, like, another system. So I got that. Like, they weren't new at the time, so it was easy. And then after that, it's like, okay, it's Sega Dreamcast. Hell yes! And then Sony comes out with the PlayStation 2 and kills Sega's hardware business. And I know people out there, that came up earlier this year too, and people were like, you Sega guys, you can't hold it against Sony for taking Sega out from the hardware business. It's like, motherfucker, yeah, Sega made mistakes. Lots of them. But Sony did play dirty and did do some shit that really helped Sega go under at that point. So it's like, yeah, both their legs were broken and they were crawling along, bleeding out at the time, but Sony still walked over and stepped on their head and kept them submerged in the little puddle. That's still kind of what happened. So I'm still a little salty about that, not gonna lie. And then got the original Xbox with the Duke controller. And a GameCube. Got a Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. But then when I moved to Texas and I had to restart everything and got a PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and that was that. And then after a while, I was working with a PC for stuff, so I started just kind of. I got a PC for video stuff, and I got it, decent enough one. And then the Xbox One and PS4 specs were revealed, and I was just incredibly disappointed in both of them. Like, what the hell is this? That's not special. My PC's not great, and it's already better than them. So I didn't care too much for that. I did get a Wii U. I got a Wii U, and then I didn't get a PlayStation 4 or a Xbox One until like quite a bit later. Then I got a PlayStation 4. And then just around 2019, I got an Xbox One X. Was it 2019 or 2018? It had to be something like it was not long before the series that is like Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. And I'm like, okay, yes, that's definitely going to be a thing I'm doing. I'm getting back into the console stuff, still with the PC stuff, and getting it all mixed around and all happy. But yeah, when I where the hell was I going with this story? Well, Graybeard TV stopped by for a bit. My biggest fear is being trapped in a small room with Santa. I have claustrophobia. Where the hell was I going with that story? God damn, I'm getting to that point, aren't I? Where it's just you age, you get to a certain age, and you just tell stories that don't go anywhere. Like that time I took the train down to Shelbyville. I had an onion on my belt, which was a style at the time. We didn't have white onions because of the war. Have you ever seen the BBC mockumentary / live broadcast Ghost Watch? It's incredibly well done. The BBC had apologized for it, thought it was real for over 30,000 complaints. I haven't seen that. Have not seen that. Oh yeah, but Sony's like had some real bad shit come their way. Like, so I've played a lot of things in my time. I was a Sega fanboy. I had fallings in and out with all the games manufacturers over the years. But yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. They made people actually think it was real. So it's not like a well, I mean, kind of like a Blair Witch thing where they advertise it as like, what happened to these kids? And it's like, it's a fucking movie. But yeah. Well, I could stock up for butter cookies for the year. Oh yeah. What would we do? Sega also was going to pair with Sony for a while after Nintendo dumped them for Philips. Okay, the deal was supposed to be signed and Sega backed out the day of the signing. Is that how it went? Because I remember like Sony and Nintendo were going to. And that's where the Nintendo PlayStation prototypes were coming from. But then, like at the 11th hour, Sony was like, and if we're going to do this, you're going to give us this big chunk of all the stuff. And it's going to be like, we're going to have the rights to this and the rights to that. And it's going to be great. But we have a great little machine here. Don't you agree? And Nintendo was like, fuck you. And so, yeah, that still came to bite them on the ass because they did have a great little machine there. But yeah, that's also the reason why the PlayStation 1 controller is so goddamn similar to a Super Nintendo controller. It's a Super Nintendo controller with handles. and 2 extra shoulder buttons. At least before the DualShock introduced the rumble and the analog. Night, Tim Evans. 2024's Night Swim. Will they clean the pool? I do not have a P.O. box. I was looking into getting one a while back, but they're surprisingly expensive. And also I just had a really annoying time with my post office when I was trying to see about how to go about the things, because they're like, oh, you got to go on the website, and then you got to print it out, and then you got to move it here and do that and that and that. It's like, if it's on the system, shouldn't it just be right that the internet's been a thing for a while? Why do I have to go down to the library so I can print shit out? Because I don't have a printer. Why would I have a printer to print the one thing I need every 3 fucking years? And every time it comes up, I try to print it, and oh, look at that. Your printer doesn't fucking work, because they don't work if you haven't used them in 3 fucking years. All the ink dries up and causes everything to fucking break. So you gotta go out and buy another fucking printer to print out one fucking thing. So no, I go to the library. So I gotta go to the library to print something out off the website that links to their system that they have. Okay, I have a little. I'm sorry. I said my piece. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, now you tell me. The deal was Sony approached Sega of America. Sega of America said yes, but Sega Japan said no. And then Sony went to Nintendo. They said yes-ish, and then they went with Philips. Then Sony went AWOL. Okay, so it started with Sega of America. And Sega of America and Japan, oh, that was a bad relationship, and that led to a lot of problems. Like, there was the idea that the 32X was going to be the new generation Sega hardware, and that was developed by Sega of America without them knowing about the Saturn. And Sega of Japan made the Saturn like, that's a future. And then the Saturn was built to be a great 2D machine, and it was, and it had a bunch of fantastic 2D games for it that never came out in America, because Sony led Sony's machine was 3D first, 2D second, so they led the charge, saying that the future of gaming is 3D and 2D is pathetic. And Sega of America's president was like, that sounds right. We're not going to import anything 2D. So it's like, you stupid son of a... And that's kind of what happened there. What is the worst movie that I've seen that I have reviewed new to my channel? Okay. Well, what always comes up, it's just an old review, so I look back at it and I see myself in it, and I kind of cringe at how low quality the video is. But every time there's a worst movie that still technically counts as a movie, I always go back to Alien Origin. It's an old Asylum flick. It's a mockbuster of Prometheus that was made when no one knew a damn thing what Prometheus was. And it's just this bad found footage movie about people walking around a forest for a while because an alien something. I can't remember everything. I just remember there's a shitty skull that is supposed to be alien remains, and they after some information about Prometheus came out, they added a section like right before the credits to try and explain that it's got something in common with the story of Prometheus. Like, they actually do have similar themes, and it's just such a slow, boring, bad movie, difficult to watch because of the shaky cam. I just dislike it so much. Dan Cohen, I recommend the book Console Wars. It tells a lot about 90s video game battles, starting mostly with Sega of America's side of things. Interesting. Yeah. Paradox Alice. Now I have to find out what that is. Okay, here we go. This is Paradox Alice. 2012. Okay. What is this? Where is the... Okay. There's limited potable water on self-destructive Earth. A spaceship sent to Jupiter Moon is now returning fully loaded with water and a crew of 4. Surprises await them. That was mostly in English grammar? What the... So they went to Europa, I guess? And they got water. Okay. That's what? Okay. Merry Christmas, Decker and family. Not sure if it's been asked yet, but what is your favorite Christmas movie? Oh, I still love Jingle All the Way, and I've seen plenty of A Christmas Movie. I still like that, but Jingle All the Way has a special place in my family. Like we would watch it after Thanksgiving as the Black Friday movie, so it was a bit of a tradition there. You see that's what I'd like. Like whenever I'm here, like, man, this YouTube stuff isn't really paying so well. Maybe I could see about getting a real job. I'm there like voice actor, radio DJ, filling out applications, sending them off, and they're like, "What experience do you have?" And I'm like, "I'm a YouTuber," and they're like, "Fuck off." And I was like, God damn it. No respect, I tell you. See, that's a good question. Thick Black Daddy is like never here. To be fair, I don't think I actually attempted to contact him today because he's never here. So, no, he's offline anyway. Okay, so that explains that. Well, great. Ow, my knee. Oh, now I'm dead. Okay, I'm alive again. But yeah. What exactly is creepypasta? That's a play on the term copypasta, which is just like the copy-paste stories over and over. And it started on like 4chan and Reddit forums and such, where there's just like people copying and pasting stories over and over. The creepypasta is the spooky stories that just get shared around that way, which eventually just kind of evolved now into horror writing on the internet. There's things that are not copied and pasted everywhere, but they're still supposed to have that kind of like structure to them in a way where it's supposed to come off as a true story that just got shared around, or a could be true story, and you don't really know, and that increases the spookiness of it. But generally, when I do my monthly creepypasta readings, I do something listed under an official creepypasta in some regard. But I've been working my way through The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket by Edgar Allan Poe. And it's kind of funny to me because Edgar Allan Poe's writing bears a lot of striking similarities to creepypastas. The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym especially, because it is written as a first-hand account by this guy saying, the preface is the guy like, okay, you got me. I started working through this with the help of Mr. Poe as presenting it as fiction because it's so fantastical of a story. I didn't believe that anyone would actually think it to be true. But it was so convincing that you all knew it was true. So I'll just let you all in on the secret. Yes, it's all true. This is what really totally happened. And in between all the chapters where these novels, when they were written at the time, a lot of novels were written like chapter to chapter, paragraph to paragraph, and published in writing journals and such. And so you got through certain points in the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, and he's there like, and the stowage is going all over the place, and this is going this and that and that. And evidently, Mr. Poe got in quite a few letters informing him how fucking stupid of a point that was, because you don't have that problem in shipping in ships because people know that stowage, if it shifts around, causes massive fucking problems. So you tie it down really well. That's a thing you do. And he had like 3 pages of ranting, like, I'll have you know, that can happen because of this, that, and that. It's like reading a Twitter fucking thread from the 1800s. It was glorious. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Donji. Thank you. Have you ever read or listened to the Tales from the Gas Station series? It does not ring a bell. But it sounds like something that I should check out. See, now that is a question for the age. We could solve it with a summer Pauly Shore. We could find out. Let's dive deep into nothing but Pauly Shore. Why not? I already did it with Seagal. I could do Pauly Shore. I should work on the words I use when I construct sentences. But. Whew. Yeah, we're getting close to. Oh, what other news was there? There was other things that happened. I swear it. There's a huge leak there. Everyone's slinging shit at each other on Twitter. Sony's building caught fire. I can't find exactly which one. But I haven't seen too much of it beyond the first day of it popping up, so I assume not that bad. Cool as ice. Now I gotta tell IMDb was cool as ice. Cool as ice. 1991 Vanilla Ice. Kristen Miner. A rapper gets stuck in a small town and falls for a local girl whose family is in witness protection. Okay, that got interesting right at the end. Like, I did not care at all until that part, until those last 2 words. So, okay. But it's Vanilla Ice. Well, that's an interesting take. Is that enough to make it horror? But he's like, hey, I think I'm in love with you. And she's there, I can't. The FBI is making sure I don't get fucking killed. I can't be seen hanging around Vanilla Ice. Everyone's going to want to shoot me. Outland? Outland. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Outland 1981. A federal marshal stationed at a mining colony on the Jupiter moon of Io uncovers a drug smuggling conspiracy. He gets no help from the workers or authorities when he finds himself marked for murder. That sounds awesome. 1980s fucking space cowboy going on. Hell yes. Hell yes. Why haven't I done this yet? What the hell is wrong with me? A trailer it's playing here. It looks like it's got some like alien aesthetic going on. Like, yes, it's very well written and shot even better. Yeah, the trailer's making it look like. I was like, God damn. I'm gonna mark that one down. Say, like, just note for later. Review Outland. There we go. Hopefully I remember this time. But we are coming close towards the end of the stream, or end of this stream, I should say, because much like last Live and Wired, this Live and Wired is happening right before right in between a whole bunch of other streams I have been doing. I've been on Twitch a lot, a whole lot. Went through, but now I'm also co-streaming to my YouTube gaming channel. So there's that. There's that. If you don't want to go to Twitch and you want to stay on YouTube, then there is a lovely gaming channel right there. Why didn't I cover Barbarella? Well, didn't I cover Barbarella? No, I do not believe I did. And I can read. Oh yeah, the Godzilla -1 getting a monochrome version released on January 2024. Unfortunately, the Blu-ray ain't coming till like July. So I'm like, damn it. Damn it. I'd really like to see some Godzilla -1. I'd really like to see some of the new Gamera show. I still haven't seen the Netflix Gamera thing. That makes me sad. That makes me very sad. But I've been streaming to Twitch a whole butt ton. Lately, I've been co-streaming. Oh shit! Now I'm just remembering that I was supposed to post the VOD for part 3 of my RoboCop playthrough to the gaming channel like a couple hours ago, and I didn't. It's still there. It's not going anywhere. It's just supposed to post that. And I didn't. But yeah, so been streaming to Twitch, and it's now been co-streaming to YouTube on the gaming channel, which means that the VODs are there to stay, so yay. Creepypasta was good back in its prime, but now it's just terrible. Aside from a few good stories you'll maybe find, other than that, it's just full of Jeff the Killer fangirls. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, recently on Twitch I completed Prey, like the original Prey. I played through Prey. I wanted to play Prey, so I played Prey. And I might have had a little bit to drink at the last play through of Prey and got a little bit heated talking about how much that the true Prey and every other Prey is like bullshit. And yeah. But I should see about actually starting Arcane Austin's Prey just to give it a fair shake. I stayed away from it all this time because I was like, it's not Prey, so why would I get that? But it's on Game Pass, so it's like, all I can do is give it a good old college try. So, yeah. Ooh, but yeah. Also working on Shenmue, which I've been enjoying going back to because since I've been trying to learn Japanese, especially keeping up on the reading aspect and kanji and what have you, I've been just walking around the little section of Shenmue, like walking around Dobuita and looking at the signs and reading what I can and being like, okay, that's fish shop. Cool. Like, just enjoying myself like that. But there's I am wondering what I'm going to do once I get into Shenmue 2, because that's going to be in Hong Kong. So there's going to be Chinese characters there, but it's not going to be set up to have things written in Japanese. It's Hong Kong. It's going to be written in Chinese. Though it's Hong Kong in the 80s, so it's technically a British territory at the time. So Nihongo o wakarimasu ka? Chotto? If you ever plan on playing the SNES Jurassic Park, give me a holler on my channel. I can help you out since I got a fully written guide to best it. Oh, I do want to play the SNES Jurassic Park. Yesterday, like at the start, was it yesterday or day before? Which day was it? I think day before. One of these days. One day, I had played the Genesis Jurassic Park games on my Twitch because with Dinosaur Hotel, the official start of Dinosember, I was like, yes, here we go. Celebrate that, crack open a cold one, and play some Sega Genesis Jurassic Park. I was not expecting to actually beat both Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park Rampage Edition with Grant and the Raptor full playthrough in one stream, but that's what happened. So that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. If I was ever given the opportunity to portray a fictional horror slasher movie character, who would it be and why? This can include my own personal favorites as well. Oh, see, now I have the choice paralysis again. Okay, just think of something. Think of something. God damn it. Probably Pumpkinhead. Probably Pumpkinhead. Just be a spirit of vengeance. I know, like, I wouldn't be seen. I'd just be the suit actor. But yeah, I could get it. I could do that. Ghosts of Mars. There's a lot of requests going on right now. Oh boy. Beating both SNES Jurassic Park games on the original hardware. I don't know. Yeah, that's a bit tricky because you don't got the rewind feature. But yeah, that does remind me of that time that I beat Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels on a Super Nintendo. And dear God, that was an adventure, to say the least. Whoosh. Whoosh. Yeah. I should mention what I plan on doing tonight. While I'm still also working on completing the next review, so we can have 3 videos for Dinosember, and I can be like, yay, we have a respectably sized Dinosember. And at least 2 of them are going to come out in December. This one's going to be done. I just don't know if it's going to get past copyright immediately, but it's Asylum, and they're usually a little bit more lenient. Maybe they just, as much as I recognize the Asylum's name, maybe they recognize when it's like, hey, this is a thing from the YouTube channel, Decker Shadow, and they're like, oh, him, okay, yeah, just go. He's not going to stop until it goes anyway, so just fuck it. Like, there's no reason to have this sitting in here and wasting our time. So, I don't know, maybe it's like that. Yeah, so that's 3 videos for Dinosember, and tonight I am going to be streaming some co-op with Charlie, actually. Charlie and her friend. So we are all going to be playing together in a single gaming experience. And also streaming to all of our individual Twitch channels, because we all stream to Twitch. And that game is Dead Island 2. I can remember things easily. Yes, it's fine. Oh, the Summer of Jet Li. That would be a kick-ass summer. Haha. I'll stop. Oh yeah. Charlie had previously played through Dead Island 2 by herself and just, had fun with it. As much fun as she could have playing on Xbox instead of PC. She's more of a PC gamer now. But the problem was Dead Island 2 was an Epic Game Store exclusive. So she's like, well, fire up the Xbox. Here we go. But fortunately, I like playing on my Xbox. It's a bit better than my PC in several games, and Yeah, it's what her friend got. So it's like, hey, it all works out together. Dreamsember, DreamWorks movies. Dr- hmm. I remember the DreamWorks like fishing guy getting eaten by velociraptors, so there could be like DreamWorks dinosaur in there, couldn't there? I don't know. Something's going off in my. Oh no, nerve pain in the toe? No, no nerve pain. Nerve pain bad. But yeah, if I'm going to get this started though, I gotta have to finish this up, get everything ready real quick. And oh geez, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a whole butt ton, or butthole ton, which is it? Whole butt ton, not butthole ton. Okay, well, I am having a wonderful night tonight. But yeah, so yeah, for those of you who don't know, Charlie, she streams as Poltergimp. She has cerebral palsy, can't really talk, so we have a text-to-speech system set up. She's got a little PNG for her PNG tubing, and we have fun with it. She has some nice little ghost girls in wheelchairs to represent her, and they move when she talks with the text-to-speech. We got things set up all nice like that, and she's got the heart rate monitor to let you know exactly how tense she is. And you'd think that isn't too much, but when she's doing a Souls boss and her heart rate goes up to 180, you feel the tension. You really do. It's like, holy hell, I hope she beats that boss and doesn't just have her heart explode outside of her chest. But yeah, we need to find her new voices so she can sound however she feels. She wants to have a nice, like, ghostly lady voice, but still understandable. But it's very difficult. You only have so many options going through a lot of text-to-speech systems. So, yeah. But yeah, going to be streaming that over on Twitch and on the gaming channel on YouTube. I should have a link to my gaming channel in pretty much everything I put out because that's just a default setting I have on YouTube. So, yeah. Even though for like a long time I wasn't putting anything on my gaming channel, it still links like everywhere. Is the room service subpar at Dinosaur Hotel? I figure like they got the little robot floating around, but it doesn't have any arms or a tray or anything, so it can't bring you nothing. It can just tell you, by the way, here's how all the various ways you're gonna die. And I was like, oh, joy. Review an Ube Bowl movie. Oh, I have a personal grudge for the House of the Dead movie. I really do. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that too, but I don't have that set up as a default. Open to receive a knighthood. I'm not sure what I'd get knighted for. Like, I've fought hard in my life to get to this point, but I don't think I've done anything like slay a dragon. Like, even metaphorically, it's like, no, I've shoveled pig shit for a while. That's pretty much what I've done. Oh yeah, the day before, everyone thought it was a scam. They released it, and then 4 days after, it got shut down. And then because like half the people requested refunds, and now a new little article came out from them where they're working with their investors and Steam to automatically refund everyone. So it's like, oh, they are not getting anything out of that then, huh? Interesting. So yeah, that was a heck of a like that probably be bigger news if it weren't for the fact that there's all that shit that has come down on Sony lately. Oh, but yeah. I remember years ago when they were asking for money to fund it, knew it was shady then. Yeah, the thing is, like, the things they were showing off, number one, looked too good to be true, and number two, were far too different from one another. They didn't look like a coherent singular game. It was always like, here's something nice looking to get you to give us money, rather than here's what we're working on. And a lot of people, like, they were blown away from the initial, like, animation they put together because it looked like a really cool game. It's too bad it didn't fucking exist. But oh well. Oh well. But yeah, that's all the time I have for today on Live and Wired. I'll be running around for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be streaming on Twitch, Decker Shadow Gaming, Decker Shadow on Twitch, Decker Shadow Gaming on YouTube, Decker Shadow on Twitch, and Poltergimp on Twitch, and Rainy Day Games on Twitch, depending on which one of us you want to be watching at the moment. So, thank you all for watching. I've been Decker Shadow. And remember, sometimes it's less damaging to just pay the sons of bitches $2 million and sue them later.